Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome back. Today we have a deck that I've played already on the channel a few times, but wanted to revisit it because now there are two evolution slots, and this is the deck I'm referring to. This is only Skeletons deck. Dawn and Overdawn on my channel I also played like 2 or 3 times at least. But I wanted to give it a try now that evolutions are out. I don't even think I played it ever with even just one evolution, so I wanted to give it a try with double evolution because now we have two evolution skeletons, you could say, bomber and skeletons. I tried to make it as viable as possible. There are a few changes that could be made here, like bomb tower could be also considered a skeleton, and don't know if I'm missing something else, but this is like probably the best thing I could come up with. So yeah, let's jump straight into it and let's see how this deck will work. I feel like it could work pretty well because it's like it's missing spells, which obviously is a deal breaker, but it's kind of a reliable deck. You have a building, you have air defense, you have a lot of distractions with skeletons, skeleton army, and tombstone. You have giant skeleton balloon, which is a very good offensive combo, as well as skeleton king, which helps with defense and double lane pressure. So, like the deck overall feels solid. So I'm curious if that's just me seeing things or this will actually work. I mean, I hope so because, I mean, again, it looks like it could work. Just figuring out if it will actually work or not. Gonna kite the balloon there. That's a push that he will struggle to defend, I feel like. Or at least he will have to commit some elixir, which he will not have to then defend the balloon, which I think will be a... I mean, he is back to Electro Wizard, I think, yeah. But that's still very much, like, solid damage. Gonna go for Skeleton King Skeletons, mostly just to cycle. Could have not played Skeletons, but I just wanted to cycle back to the evolution. And Skeletons dying just gives some souls to the Skeleton King, which I could have used if he gave me the opportunity to do so, but he didn't, so that doesn't matter that much. I will let the Firecracker connect on the left side. I'm not too worried about it. We have a full health tower, so that's not really something to worry about. And let's see how this will work as soon as we reach double elixir. He's going for Lumberloon right away. He's not wasting any time. That's 2 balloon shots. Like, very close to only one, but unfortunate. And he deals with everything with a Skarmy. That was not something I predicted, unfortunately. I don't think there was a way for me to predict it. Again, as I said, not having a spell makes this really, really difficult. He can allow himself to go all in and not worry about defense, since we only have like Bomber as a splash card that can deal with all this crap. Let's see though. Groot Bomber, he can arrow it if he wants, but I don't think that's the play. Gonna go for Balloon. Skeletons on the tower, that's solid. He has to zap it, I think, but he cannot zap in time. Skeletons connect on the King Tower. Balloon is on the right side. He lost. Nice. We managed to overwhelm him by going both, like trying to achieve double lane pressure, which is what I was talking about at the start. You have Giant Skeleton Balloon as well as Skeleton King, which is basically a graveyard with a tank all in one. So for only 6 elixir, so it's very, very good. So yeah, very solid first game. Not sure if I could have played it better. Maybe. I kind of misplayed the Tombstone on the second Lumberloon, but I think I would have lost the tower anyways, so I don't think it matters that much. But we won, that's what matters. He overcommitted in a few spots, obviously, like, he shouldn't have arrowed the Bomber there on the right side, he should have kept that elixir for the Skeletons on the left side. Those were a bigger threat, definitely a bigger threat. Gonna go for Skeleton here. Could have went for Skarmy. No, I don't think I had Skarmy yet. So probably Tombstone was the play, but it doesn't matter. That Giant Skeleton may connect on the tower because he's low, and that may be even tower. Yeah, that's Giant Skeleton had too much health there, and the Skeleton Dragon also was on the tower. So even without the bomb, this was basically tower, but yeah, very solid. Gonna go for Skeleton King from the back. Unless he gave up, which I wouldn't be surprised if he did, because he basically threw the game there. Like, he went for double Prince Fireball first play. That's not something you can do and like not get punished for. Gonna go for Scar Me as soon as the Skeleton King crosses. Very nice. Gonna pop the ability here. I'm very tempted to go for skeletons. Let's do it. Let's see. I'm just scared of the witch splashing on them, but I think we got it. And Dark Goblin is not gonna be able to keep up, and that's a dub in slightly over a minute. That was such a quick game. This guy just definitely didn't play well. Fortunately for him, not sure how he's in Master, but it's not even about the deck. Like, his deck was definitely not the greatest. Like, it was not a good deck overall, but my deck is also not too good, you know, and I could have probably won if I played his deck. Like, going for double Prince Fireball in single elixir first play is not a good play unless you're sure you can take the tower, or at least punish your opponent somehow, get an elixir advantage. If you are just gonna play double Prince and that let a Jet Skeleton connect on your tower, that's not the play. I mean, I don't have to be the one telling you this. Like, I feel like you can. Another arrows. Like, damn, everyone is running arrows here. I'll go for Skeleton King. Hopefully the Giant Skeleton survives, but I don't think so. The Witch actually had some very nice DPS there. I'm gonna go for Skeletons just to support here, just to destroy Valkyrie. That was the only thing that he was not supposed to have. I played Skeletons just to maybe catch him off guard, and for example, if he played Mini P.E.K.K.A behind the Skeleton King, that could have been a nice thing, having Skeletons having Skeletons destruct the Mini P.E.K.K.A and then activate the ability and have a Scar Me under his tower, basically. But I mean, didn't really work. He played Valkyrie. Not surprised, you can see the kind of deck he's running, so I mean, I don't think it's surprising, like, at all that he's playing Wizard, Valkyrie, Mega Knight, Ram Rider, just to be creative, you know, just to not play Hog Rider as everyone else. If he plays something here, okay, Inferno Tower, fair enough. Not gonna do anything else here, there was no point. Gonna change lanes, I think, here. That's the play, probably. Don't really wanna force him into playing on the left side. I'd rather him playing on the other lane. And I think Skeletons can be really annoying for him if we manage to split Skeletons and have a Skeleton, Giant Skeleton on the other lane. But let's see. Balloon, okay, he plays Valk. He is not back to Inferno Tower yet, so that's gonna be quite nice, unless he... Okay, Lightning, sure. That's still quite a lot of damage. Quite a lot of damage indeed. I'm gonna go for Giant Skeleton here. We'll keep Scar Me for his Ram Rider, which is coming soon, predictable. I mean, if he managed to make a push with Mega Knight Ram Rider, it would have been really tricky to defend it, but he really didn't even try to do the only push that was actually, like, rough for me to defend, honestly. Good defense here. I mean, he didn't really do anything crazy. I just... My troops kind of stacked up in the middle and Wizard got a lot of value, which was kind of unfortunate. I'm gonna go for this. Okay, good. Being that I timed this right, I knew that he would try to go for weird predictions there. Okay, Mega Knight. Let's go for Balloon, just to make sure he cannot support that that Mega Knight further. I'll go for Skeletons here. I'll go for Tombstone. That's sketchy because we don't have Tombstone now for his Ram Rider, and if we play Scar Me, it's pretty obvious that he will arrow it, so I will wait, I think, because the arrow prediction is probably coming. Okay, no, we are at such a level that my opponent doesn't even try to go for arrow predictions. He doesn't care at all. I'm gonna go for Balloon Skeletons. He wasted his arrows, so I feel like this could be a tricky thing to defend for him. Okay, he has to play Valkyrie, and now he doesn't have enough for Inferno Tower. Yep, exactly. That went as planned. I knew that he was not able to defend both Skeletons and Balloon, so that's why I did it, and he had to either go for Inferno Tower and let the Skeletons multiply, which probably was the better play, if I'm being honest. But he decided to go for Valk, and obviously after playing a 4 elixir card, you will not have enough to play Inferno Tower as well. We have, okay, no, not. I thought I was one game away from Master 3, but not quite yet. Gonna go for one more game. As you can see, the deck feels solid. It's missing a spell. Like if you had a Zap or I don't know, Snowball, Log. I don't really see a log here. Arrows, like this would work so much better. Luckily, we didn't play against too many Firecrackers, so we are kind of chilling. We don't need arrows, but if we play against Firecracker, it's gonna get rough. Not really a big spell though. Like a small spell is what this deck needs, I think. I don't see what kind of big spell could fit into this deck, like Fireball, Poison. Like I don't see why I would want a card like that in this deck. Yeah, everything dies there. We need to take care of those two there. Gonna go for Bomber. I think that's the play. Gonna splash on everything, very nice. Key arrows, fair enough. I'm gonna go for Balloon because I feel like that those arrows were kind of an overcommitment. That's an overcommitment for sure. Oh, okay. He played the bats into the bomb. I mean, if he didn't, this would have been basically a clean defense for him. I'll go for Skeleton King, just to make sure. He wasted his log. Now if I go for... He has a witch, that's why I cannot really do it. I'm trying to figure out what I can do. Okay, he goes for witch on the other lane. No, yes, please. I don't know. Yes. Yeah, I would say yes. I would say yes. that was yes overall. If you sum everything up, Great Bomber gonna go for Balloon. Maybe it's not gonna connect. I don't know if he's back to bats already. Maybe. Okay, he plays bats and bomb tower, but he played them both in the wrong way, so we still get the bomb on the tower, and that's enough. Again, not having a spell, you cannot recycle, so you have to get the balloon or the giant skeleton on the tower. That's the only way. And now I think we only need to defend. I'm not too worried about defending a P.E.K.K.A. We have so much crap that P.E.K.K.A. is really not a threat at all. I'm gonna go for skeleton, giant skeleton on the Little Prince. Gonna go skeletons. Gonna go balloon. Gonna go ability. And he's just getting overwhelmed by all the skeletons. I love this deck so much. Like, you get so much options to overwhelm your opponent. The only issue, as I already said, is that goddamn spell. If your opponent plays bats or... Nice, 2 towers. Bats or Firecracker, your balloon basically becomes a wave in your deck, which you cannot play basically, because anytime you play it, you just give free value to your opponent. So, yeah, having a spell would definitely help. Like, if I had arrows here, this would have been even easier of a matchup than it already was. So, very nice. 4 games, all 4-1. As I said at the start, this deck works. I mean, you can see it, like, the synergy between the cards kind of works, even though they are all skeletons. It's a Mimi deck, but it kind of makes sense. Like, a deck could be created from this with a slight changes, I think, personally. So yeah, this is the deck for you. If you have any other decks with Bomber, make sure to leave them in the comments. I'm trying to figure out what kind of Bomber decks work with the Bomber Evolution. I'm trying to figure out if there are decks that work better. Like, obviously there are decks, for example, with Golem Bomber or stuff like that, but those are classic decks. Obviously, with an evolution, you can find new synergies, new combos. So, you know, a new deck could come out of this. For example, I mean, I'm trying to think what evolution found its place in new decks. Knight, for example. Knight was never played with Sparky, and now it's played with Sparky, like, as a staple. Like, every time you see Sparky, you see also Evo Knight. So, yeah, all of that rant just to tell you, if you have a Bomber deck, be sure to let me know. And yeah, this is all. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye.